If you haven't eaten, please find your food to eat. Good morning to Mamavi.
Good morning. Finally, it's Friday.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. It's a Friday, man. Yeah.
You know, Kojo Jansen is going to ride. Started yesterday.
Yeah, he's been riding.
Yeah.
With the
United
Kingdom. Yeah.
He's not going to start today, even though the thing started.
Fred has got some shots that we will share.
Yeah, so
I guess.
So if Fred will let us in on what transpired yesterday, and of course we'll get to Kojo as well, possibly before the close of the show. So we'll get to know. What
so they're riding to Tamale.
Yeah, riding down.
Yeah.
Will become over kilometers 1,000. They'll come to Accra finally. There'll be the grand finale, you know, with all the bubbles and.
We should check their weight and see how much. Of the weight they will lose when they.
Kojo has been doing this all his life, so it's not a problem.
Riding to Kumasi and
oh no, every morning he says. Every morning he said before he comes to work he rides. You know, it's part of his exercise routine.
He tells you, or you guys live together.
No, he's told me several times.
Let's do the newspapers. That I can't verify. What I can do is what's in the papers today. I would do the Daily Graphic, the Ghanaian Times, the Daily Statesman, and the Finder newspaper.
I have the Daily Guide, Dispatch, and the rest.
So let's go into the Daily Graphic newspaper. Front page, 1,719 auction vehicles unaccounted for, amount accrued to state unknown. The Auditor General making the revelation again, a total of 1,719 vehicles that were confiscated by the Customs Division of the Ghana Revenue Authority between 2015 and 2016, according to this story. An auction by the authority cannot be accounted for, the 2018 Auditor General's report has revealed. Additionally, the report indicated that while GRA officials provided information on just 669 of the vehicles, there was no ample proof of the exact amount that was accrued to the state from the auction of those vehicles. So there we go again. I'm not sure this surprises anybody in particular, because revelations like these in the Auditor General's report
have become
one that we're very familiar with.
Very rampant in the Fourth Republic.
Exactly.
And of course, it's an audit report, so it always happens before we get to discover.
All right, President Akufo-Addo on two-day visit to Angola. 2 remaining families of missing girls agree to DNA tests, and I think you know, with the checks that we have done, I think all families, the police say, are collaborating. Is it collaborating?
Yeah, collaborating.
You know, exactly. So we should be able to make a firm determination whether or not the remains that were found actually match that of the girls who have been missing now. Oh, sad. But there's a 4th person. Yesterday I read the story for the first time in the Daily Graphic newspaper. Moses found that story in secondary talking about 4th person. And here I was even thinking that she went missing in July this year. No, that was last year, 29th of July.
Wow.
She went to church, exactly.
That was even way before we were told the first one.
Exactly.
Because the first one we have officially on report is August.
Exactly.
Wow. A month before.
But this was in July.
A month
now,
before.
Her grandmother fears that what has been found, the 4th remains that the police said they had found could be that of her granddaughter, So not good at all. Let's go back to what's on the front page of the Daily Graphic, though. There is a special supplement on Eid al-Adha in the inside pages. It hasn't been confirmed. Has it been confirmed? But we're told that Monday is a holiday.
Yes.
It's been confirmed now?
Yes, officially.
As an Interior Minister has issued a statement.
Issued a statement, well publicized or published.
All right. Okay. NAPCO personnel to generate digital addresses nationwide.
Are you coming on Monday, Mama V?
Let's do what's on the front page of the Graphic. Furniture business booms on Graphic Road. So Graphic is reporting that furniture business is booming on the Graphic Road. All right. So on the front page, we've got carpenters and furniture sellers plying their trade along a section of the Graphic Road close to the Kwame Nkrumah Avenue intersection in Accra. But that's it. We wait for this to become like a booming business. and then we pretend that we're taking action, and we pretend that we're now realizing that that's a pavement that people shouldn't be selling. Yeah.
And as you look for the next story, it's like the roundabouts at the mall.
Yeah, I remember you saying, how long? It's 2 years ago?
3 years ago.
3 years ago, see? Center spread of the graphic today. Go by tenets of Islam. Japan motor boss urges 2019 Eid al-Adha wishes to family and friends. So the daily graphic taking a lead on this one. Back page of the paper though, construction works begin on Tamale interchange. And NAPCO personnel to generate digital addresses nationwide. Let's do the Ghanaian Times newspaper now. Should I?
Yes, please.
All right, front page of the Times. Takoradi girls kidnapping. Police arrest third suspect in Nigeria. Story on page 17 in today's paper. 6 nabbed by national security in Kumasi. 30 women entrepreneurs with disability benefit from presidential empowerment program. President leaves for 2-day official visit to Angola. And in the center spread of the paper, reform public sector financial management law. Auditor General Daniel Domelovo is advocating reforms in the country's public sector financial management laws to remove internal auditors from the direct supervision of the heads of their institutions. And according to him, the current provision which put internal auditors under the control of their heads of institution was inimical to the fight against misuse and waste of the country's financial resources. You can read more about the justification for this call in the paper. On the kidnapping of the Takoradi girls kidnapping, police arrested suspect in Nigeria. One more suspect has been arrested in Nigeria in connection with the 3 missing Takoradi girls. The arrest of Chika John Nudim on August 5 brings the number of arrested suspects in the case to 3. The suspect was arrested in joint operation carried out by the Ghana Police Service and their Nigerian counterparts. And the reliable source, according to the paper, the CID disclosed to the paper in Accra yesterday, stating that the Ghana Police Service and their counterparts, the Nigerian police, were going through the necessary processes to extradite this guy who's been arrested to Ghana to assist in investigations. The source further urged the public to remain calm whilst the police investigates the matter thoroughly. As a background to the story, more to read in the center spread. On the back page, reverse flow of gas from Abuazi to Accra Tema completed, according to the Ghana National Petroleum Corporation. Also, National Ambulance Service receives 40 new AEDs, and that's external defibrillators to aid emergency healthcare delivery. Let's do the final front page. MIDA takes on accrued, says company notarized guarantees verifying their authenticity. We know that there's a joint statement that's been issued by PDS and ECG saying that there will be uninterrupted service in spite of the probe that is currently going on. Here's the statement that's been issued. We're going to share details of that with you shortly on your screens. It will be on your screens. But we know that the Millennium Development Authority has also mounted a strong defense of its role in supervising the deal that gave PDS control over power distribution in Ghana. Government has obviously suspended the ECG concession arrangement with PDS after it said it had detected potential fraud in its demand guarantee. So fallout of that, here's a joint statement issued by PDS and ECG. Just some of the details there. Following the issuance of public notice, and they give the number by the Energy Commission, appointing Electricity Company of Ghana Limited as interim operator to take charge of management and operation of electricity sales and the retention of Power Distribution Services Ghana Limited of the electricity distribution license in the Southern Electricity Zone of Ghana. ECG and PDS have agreed on interim operational modalities. This is to ensure that there is no disruption of power supply and service delivery to our cherished customers. As an interim arrangement, the public is hereby notified that PDS will provide the following services on behalf of ECG. So here we go. All activities related to electricity retail, sale, including but not limited to meter reading, billing, distribution of bills, bill reconciliation, revenue collection, new service connections, disconnections and reconnections, faulty meter replacement, network faults and repairs, complaints and fault reporting to the call centers, any other related service. They say in light of the above, all payments and other related activities shall continue to take place at PDS regional and district offices, PDS existing customer service centers, PDS licensed vending stations, operated cash points and banks. And all checks shall be issued in the name of Power Distribution Services Ghana Limited. This arrangement took effect from yesterday, 8th of August. And they are asking you that all inquiries should be directed to PDS call center. They give the number 0302 611 611 and all existing social media handles. So this is what is latest in terms with what's going on with government and PDS. Here's a joint statement issued by the ECG and PDS. Looks like we're reverting to what exists actually. In terms of all checks being directed to PDS.
But it is just in the interim.
PDS offices, yes.
Now we know that the information minister had officially announced that they want to make the findings or go into the subject, and they've given themselves a month.
Yeah, 30 days to
Have we looked at the MIDA?
Well, yeah, MIDA, you know, yesterday George Uafe had an interaction with head of reforms at the Millennium Development Authority, Michael Iwa, who says that, well, yes, they were in charge of overseeing the processes, and every step of the way, things were properly scrutinized, and they had to go back and forth when something had been referred, you know, things like that. So they have not done anything wrong. Remember that ASEP was calling for an interdiction,
exactly,
you know, blaming MIDA because, of course, they oversaw this. Exactly. And if things have gone wrong, then, you know, they have some blame to take as well. In fact, this would probably lay squarely at the other steps. So we'll see how this investigation goes and who ultimately will take the blame for this. But let's go back to the papers. We have just a little time. We want to do all the papers for you. So let me hold on to, I guess I'm done with the finder. Let's do the Daily Statesman, the last paper for me. Your umbrella is full of holes. Ignore the NDC's PDS propaganda, says John Buedu. And they are off. NDC defectors abandon ship. Wesley Snipes takes it easy in coming to America. Okay. That's it for the Statesman, Roland. Yeah,
we're looking at a sequel there. It's been on for over, I believe, or nearly 30 years. So now they're
coming to America too.
Yeah.
It will not be as exciting as the first one.
No, the first one is always the first, right? Yes. Now let's look at the Daily Guide. Daily Guide has on the front page, exhumed body site cemetery, says study residents. I can't pro PDS, Amidu. GPHA official murder suspect free. Nigerian arrested for luring girls into prostitution. And we have on the back page all full of stories and telling you about who has signed for what, who has moved to which club. Arsenal signing David Luiz, the Brazilian who until yesterday used to play for Chelsea FC, the best team in England. Inter, though, they've landed Manchester United, or a former Manchester United striker, Romelu Lukaku. Okay, center spread. Let's see. Center spread. Patupa. Okay, so now let's go to the Daily Dispatch. The Daily Dispatch has on the front page, Minister to prove fraud allegations, ongoing investigations into PDS Wahala Energy. And he has an attached picture of the Minister of Energy, John Peter Amewu. And I always will remember Kwaku Anyidoho of the NDC said, proud to 2016, said the man is not called John Peter Amewu, but Jean-Pierre. was part of the politics of the time. But let's move on. Migration Central and Brahafu regions, giving you all the statistical data that you need. My 30 months in Saudi Arabia, read Martha's gripping accounts. I'm talking about those who moved to the Gulf states or the Emiratis thinking that this pasture there is not green. The desert itself is brown, a lot of sand. So when you want pasture, Go to the desert areas. Just literal advice. Where is the $12 million PDS paid through Cow Bank? Joy FM Max. Okay. We have the weekend today. The weekend today has a story, PDS not my job, leave 81 queries buffer zones now. And then we look at the informer, collapse of state-owned banks, Council of State angry, charges NIB to chase MPP chairman for unpaid loans. The gentleman there, as captioned by the newspaper, The Informer, a Central Region MPP chairman, Kingsford Kutin. But they also have an aside picture of Joabin Hene, Nana Otuo Srebo II, Council of State chairman. Other stories there, Atamils Institute lives on, Koko Anyidoho, NLE, VAC, Synergy, lottery operator Smell Chop Chop, and technology-aided payment schemes. Ghana leads way in Africa, according to the Vice President, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Now let's look at two other papers before we go. The Ghanaian Observer.
I need a minute for a special birthday dedication.
Yeah, Salifu
so
Combat.
Your last paper.
Okay.
Do your last paper.
Okay, let me do the last paper. 3 NDC gurus in Wale Wale defect to NPP say we took the decision to defect. The Ghanaian Observer. We took the decision to defect because of our brother, VIP, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Let me read this. Then
okay.
NDC.
All right, that's it for the newspapers. Just before we go, I have a... okay, they said you should go.
Okay. So... Okay, Benedict is in, so please go
so
ahead.
let me do my special dedication.
Yeah,
so
Salifu Komba, you know he works with the Presbyterian Hospital.
Right. All right, Roland, stop. So today is Dinah Adiko's birthday, and I wanted to wish her, well, I still want to wish you a happy birthday, but your husband sends a very beautiful message to you, and I don't want to take that shine. It's for you and him. And you know how when you're looking for a partner, you say you're looking for somebody that you can live with? Well, he said that was his prayer, but he didn't know that he was going to get somebody that he couldn't live without, and that person is you. So Dinah Adiko, today is your birthday. Your husband is wishing you a happy, happy birthday today. Togbi Kodi Adiko, the Sith, is wishing you, Dinah Adiko, a happy birthday. It's from all of us as well. We've got a special song that we will be dropping hopefully later on in the morning for you. Enjoy your birthday and have a blast. Stay with us. We've got sports coming your way, after which we have a Relationship Friday. It is Dear AM, where you can write to us if you have any issues that's bothering you, any relationship issue. We have somebody writing to us. I think it's Mary from Kaswa, Mary or Messi from Kaswa. But if you're watching, you can always, Amma, oh, how could I say Mary or Messi? All right, so Amma from Kaswa wrote to us. You also can at info@myjournline.com. So just drop your letter to us, and if it's picked, and it will be picked sometime, definitely, we will see how we can share your issue and see how we can get some support for you. So Amma writes to us from Kaswa, lots of issues embedded in what she said. Just a bit of that. I have been married for 10 years with 3 kids. My husband and I are teachers. We share our monetary responsibilities equally, but I have realized that I contribute more than he does. Lately, he leaves me alone at home with the children while he goes to hang out with a female friend. We're going to stop it there, and we will continue after sport so you can understand and digest the full issue. But this, you know, several issues embedded in that, in what Amma wrote to us, and we need all of you to come on board so we can see how we can help her. First, though, the transfer window is closed. Who made it in the very last minutes of that? Benedict has got the details of that, and also the start of the English Premier League.